Seattle helped hip-hop cross into the cultural mainstream. Create a futuristic space in this Space Needle city, and you might launch more movement than you imagined. Proof is the 1982 Westin Hotel skybridge, whose rounded roof ribbing seems to pull pedestrians into the world of tomorrow. So how fitting that Seattle's celebrated early rap group, the aptly named Emerald Street Boys, chose the elevated walkway as the site for an early promo photo. No one recalls why the shot was staged on the 66-foot steel beam span, but the image anchored the trio's local roots and symbolized the professional beginnings of Seattle hip-hop. Tracing the saga of this 40-year cultural phenomenon, encompassing rap music, MCing, DJing, graffiti art, and breakdancing, is a new book, Emerald Street, A History of Hip-Hop in Seattle, University of Washington Press, by longtime Seattle Central College humanities professor Daudi Abe. With voluminous detail in 262 pages, including a 40-page timeline and 21 pages of footnotes, Abe chronicles the previously undocumented rise of Seattle hip-hop, from its national titans, Sir Mix-a-Lot, from whom Abe secured a foreword, and Macklemore, to less-known practitioners and trends. With a journalist's eye, he weaves the growth of Seattle hip-hop with broader events and tracks its evolution toward diversity. It could be argued, he writes, that Seattle is one of the more inclusive environments in all of hip-hop, as over time African Americans, Africans, Asian Pacific Islanders, Native Americans, whites, Latinos, women, the disabled, homeless, and others have all been represented. There is no question that misogynistic attitudes and inappropriate behavior, a characteristic of hip-hop and society in general, were also present in Seattle. Though Abe says Seattle hip-hop originally was seen as a fleeting fad, like disco, he affirms its enduring stature amid other forms of expression. His book supplies myriad examples, from a landmark Seattle Symphony show to an annual Mayor's Award. Of this progression, Abe stands in awe. I've been teaching the history of hip-hop for 20 years, and sometimes I find it difficult to get across how exciting it was. Nobody knew what was going to happen. There was no formula, no roadmap. Everything was so new. Now it's so natural. It's so part of the mainstream. The Garfield High graduate says that in his preteens, hip-hop emerged as a weapon against social and political oppression that taught him about earning respect. With an unintentional nod to the Westin setting, he adds, "It also helps bridge our cultural gaps." In our then photo, posing on the Westin Hotel skybridge in 1984, are the Emerald Street Boys, formed in 1981. From left, Eddie Sugar Bear Wells, James Captain Crunch Croone, and Robert Sweet J. Jamerson. The span was built in 1982 at second floor level above Virginia Street, between 5th and 6th Avenues, to connect the circular 1969 hotel with its new parking garage. Today, standing in for the late Eddie Wells at left is author Daudi Abe, while the two surviving Emerald Street Boys, James Croone, center, and Rcurtis Jamerson, recreate their 1984 poses on the Westin skybridge. For a video interview of the three, visit pauldorpat.com.